we go. William Shatner. Oops, let me zoom right in. Okay. Let's go to his tweets and replies. I think, oh, let me like check the chat then. Again, Kingy, it's all over his Twitter. Shatner is disliked even by most trekkers. Oh, here we go. Here's this. This is, I think, the tweet that I saw. So this person goes, my heart is broken to see that you're unwilling to listen to what neurodivergent people and their parents have to say. This is highly disappointing. I adored you. And he goes, why is it that people think they can have a say in what charities a person can support? So that's awkward. Every other person on this planet goes through a form of ABA when growing up. It's being taught how polite society expects you to act. Having autism really isn't an excuse to avoid those lessons and grow up like a savage. Oh, he did not. Society will shun all who don't behave. Do you want that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't mind me as I just, wow. Because that's, I think, all I can say. Hold on. This, can't type, MF. Let me just go ahead and put that out. Holy shit. Oh, that is, are you guys kidding me right now? This is another dumpster fire that I didn't even know about? Are you kidding me? A lot of you guys are like, no, he can suck it and all this shit. This is disgusting. Screenshot that real fast. Someone just like clip this part of the stream so we can just have this for future reference. This is ridiculous. This is bananas. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. I don't even mean that in the nicest way. I am just seeing this for the first fucking time ever. Oh my God. How are you like okay with yourself like this? Like, this is so cruel. Jesus Christ. Yeah, never had an opinion on William Shatner until now. Same, Jimmy. I have a very strong opinion now. Oh my God. He's a transphobe too? Ay, the bucket keeps getting worse. All right, let's see here. Okay. Considering Autism Speaks spent the better part of the last decade inadvertently promoting shock therapy, yep, as a first choice option for solving autism, I understand their hate of Autism Speaks, though attacking others for support of Autism Speaks is not good either. Still a song good. No. Wrong. As I said, support who you want, but stop lying as well. If you need to lie to make yourself feel better on the choice of charity you support, something is wrong. Well, now I see where Autism Speaks keeps getting its money from. It's from these pieces of shit. Jesus Christ. Imagine if they put that money to actual good use. Oh. Let's see here. The trolls are at it again. Oh, good Lord. The show's over. They'll have to go away and find some other fandom to terrorize. Yikes. All right. If you like them, support them. Personally, I've had Ari and a couple members of their board come and attack me here on Twitter because they learned I supported Autism Speaks. What charitable organizations do things like that? Well, that's pretty, like, I'm sorry. But, like, Autism Speaks is trash. Sorry. I don't feel any type of way for that. Like, if you support Autism Speaks, like, get fucked. Where's, like, the little, like, sparkle emojis, like, get fucked? Little sparkles. That shit? I bet $1,000 Shatner is an anti-masker. You know what? Not surprised. Yes, that right there. Pandora 0216, get fucked with the sparkles. Yes. That is a whole mood. Maybe I should tweet that too. Your friend has a history of attacking me and using outright lies, so this isn't a one-off situation. Reminder, William Shatner wants to put autistic people like myself in conversion camps for our own good. Now, I understand the stretch, but the thing is, supporting Autism Speaks, that's something Autism Speaks is, like, totally vibing with. Like, you know, with, like, the Rottenberg Center. It's the Rottenberg Center. I don't give a shit. It's rotten. I'm sorry, but, like, that's bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, if you support that, like, if you literally donate money to that, to feel like a good person, to get, like, a write-off on your taxes, and then people are like, hey, you know, there's other charities you can support, and you continue to support that piece of shit therapy, then again, sparkles, get fucked. That kind of shit. Oh, look! Wait, what? Do you realize where all the donations to Asan go? Directly into their pockets. Look at line 8 and 15 from their tax return. All you're doing is supporting the individuals who get paid. Let me take a look. Let's take a look because this is something I like doing. Naturally, that would zoom in would be false. I could understand. Let's see here. So lines 8 through 9, contributions and grants. Okay. Investment. Yeah. Their total revenue. Okay, so they made just over $500,000. Services, compensation, employee benefits. So it looks like there should actually, it went down significantly, but that is a lot. Let's see. Salaries, other compensation, employee benefits. I feel like on the surface that seems a little fucky. Actually, that is a little fucky on the surface, not gonna lie. That doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys on surface level. That really, I'm not gonna lie, that really doesn't look good. You feel like that's cherry picked? I need to look into that more, but I feel like that is misleading, but that is my own, like, bias, obviously. Yeah, according to the tax thing, they are losing money. Yeah, so they're donating and doing more. Here, there we go. Let's pull this back up again. Yeah, so revenue less expenses. They, so 2017 made negative $230,000 and $175,000 for their current year. So, yeah, that would be an argument that they're losing money by running, but okay. Yikes. Anyway, let's see here. Respect goes both ways, Eric. There's literally no excuse to intentionally misgender a trans person once you know their pronouns. Oh, this is about the thing you guys said where he was transphobic. Respect goes both ways. 30 minutes ago, I was intentionally misgendering by your own words. That screams volume about how much you respect. What? Oh, this is the same person. Interesting. Lifelong fan, you might not understand, but respecting this means a lot to a ton of people and it's deeply appreciated. I don't know. I don't know the whole conversation. Okay, here. I'm not associated with Autism Speaks. I support them as a private individual. Well, guess what? That means you support the choices they make and what they do with your money. And if autistic people cannot stand that, there's nothing I can do. You can stop donating to a charity that isn't actually for those people's needs, but like, okay. I guess that could be too difficult. To attack me, however, because they don't agree it like an organization is wrong. He's trying, like he really do be trying, you know what I mean? But it's not happening. It's not going well. Maybe just say sorry and lay off. His profile says he is trans. This is why it's important for you to ask for pronouns and maybe just not shit on people in general who you don't know. You are a public figure, do better. That's a fair statement. I don't see your profile when responding to you, and why do I have to look? If you are that sensitive that someone may make a mistake and then put it in your name or avatar, so why don't you just lay off and stop trying to bait me? Best Hollywood type Shatner. Dude! You don't fucking say that though. You don't say that. Yeah, that's right. Say it. Like this logic, like the hoops he is jumping through, like it's no wonder he supports Autism Speaks. Like that's all they do is jump hoops to try and make themselves look good. Like that's fucking gross. Yeah, William Shatner, my man. Okay, let's see. Definition of a witch. What is happening here? I don't see any pronouns. Sorry, I've mistook his gender as was about autism, not trans issues. Jesus Christ, so it's talking about autism and then you fuck up with... Oh my goodness. Okay, you could always just mute her. I've ignored her for months. I knew she wanted to be blocked. She's stuck on this conversion camp story. Dude, it's not... What are autistic people getting converted into? Autism is part of their makeup and existence, and it's not a bad habit they picked up. This man. He's gonna give me a fucking headache. Oh my fucking god. Let's see here. So did she seriously just say just donate to me rather than an actual autism story? Okay. Reading her tweets, she looks... Who is she going after? They're so bad their Wikipedia page is heavily deducted to their many controversies, but they've also claimed children being diagnosed autistic is worse than all the missing or dead kids in America, and that autism is worse than AIDS and cancer combined. That is something Autism Speaks has kind of inadvertently said, I believe. And he goes, go to the page and click the footnotes passages. The page is now locked, but written by someone who doesn't like the group. Some of the citations are over 11 years old and point back to Hassan, who hate AS and promote lies about them. Do your homework. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Shatner, if you actually did the research, which we did over here, you'll see that Hassan came out of the need of how badly Autism Speaks failed to actually care for someone who is autistic. And that's why it fucking happened. So, let me see if I can pull it. I'm like looking at my source notes right now. Which one is this? Oh, that's the video of Autism Speaks. God, that Autism Speaks video, by the way, the I Am Autism, disgusting. Very gross. So, I believe, I can't read today. That's what I believe, actually. I'll find it eventually and probably post it on Twitter. But Autism Speaks was its own thing, and then essentially it branched off into, I think, 2 or 3 different charities, in which not all of them were good, but Hassan, I believe, is one that came out of it. Yes, we are dunking on Autism Speaks, and apparently Will Shatner supports Autism Speaks, which is why we're gonna go shit on him. So he says, go to your Wikipedia page on Autism Speaks, and go to the footnotes. Whoa, this Autism Speaks looks different. Okay, so we're gonna go to where he says all these bad things, apparently. I think it's rhetoric. Okay, Autism Speaks, there we go. So let's see, Autism Speaks contributes to a short film Autism Every Day. That's literally a huge problem. That's the one where it's like, autism will like ruin your marriage. That's that video. And then the Allison Singer thing is criticized for a scene where she essentially, here it is, where she contemplated driving her car off a bridge with her child in the car. Instead of like dealing with her child who has autism, she thought about the idea of killing both of themselves instead, because somehow that's apparently the right response. And he's saying these are things that are essentially fake, which I believe Autism Every Day was a documentary film. That's the video. But let's go back. Where is my sources really quick? I'm gonna go pull up that video if I can find it. It's a disturbing fucking video, but let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is, I think. And it's in god-awful quality, because that's about what we got. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pause the music. Okay, so this was done by Autism Speaks, right? So this is that video with, of course, the blue puzzle piece. Sorry for the shit quality.
I am autism. I'm visible in your children, but if I can help it, I am invisible to you until it's too late.
So right off the bat, we got a couple issues. Not this again. Oh yes, this again. So Autism Speaks in the beginning, right? Autism Speaks doesn't really give a shit about autism or people who have autism. Or doesn't give a shit about autism in general either, I suppose. And using the blue puzzle piece bad, blue coloration that only boys get autism. You're going to see a lot of autistic portrayal in here that is only boys. So just, yeah, and this was a real ad for autism. And also this is, until it's too late, of acting with the music and everything, that this is ominous, this is bad. Like, we're about to watch a horror movie. Yeah, 360p. Is this the best we got? I think so. Oh, 240. You were too generous with 360. Too generous.
I know where you live. And guess what? I live there too. I hover around all of you. I know no color barrier, no religion, no morality, no currency. I speak your language fluently, and with every voice I take away, I acquire yet another language.
So acting like this is like something from, what is that fucking game where you pretend to be a virus? On, like, I think it's on your phones. I think I actually still have the game on my phone. Yeah, Plague Inc. This is acting like it's Plague Inc. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's called Pandemic. But I know Plague Inc. is the one I was thinking of specifically. Is acting like this is Plague Inc. The autism strain is infecting the world. Like, what the fuck? This is bullshit.
I work very quickly. I work faster than pediatric AIDS, cancer, and diabetes combined. And if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails.
That right there. If you are happily married, I will make sure your marriage fails. Why is that okay? Yeah, so there you go. Now you guys have heard that apparently that's a thing too. Like what? And I'm sure many of you guys, because I know a lot of my fan base is autistic. And I don't see what's wrong with that. But like, two, it's just kind of weird how it's like, because again, I'm not autistic, so I don't understand the impact this has, but I am trying to think about it, of being in the shoes of somebody who is having to hear this and literally going, because of the way I was born, because of my genetics, I'm going to ruin my parents' life by simply existing. Like, how is that okay? Right? Like, it's not okay. I just don't get it. So, the like to dislike ratio on this video, yeah, let me just finish that. Boom. You dislike this video. You damn right I did. Yeah, it's acting like, you can catch the autism, careful, it's sneaking up on you. Yes, this is an ad. This was an ad that came out. Let me go check my notes really quick. One moment here. Looks like it came out in September 2009. That's when this video came out. It's wrong. It's just not okay, is the realty here. So this next little paragraph here, is pretty much going to be the end of this, and then I'm going to stop, and we're not going to look at this anymore. So we're just going to finish up this last little portion.
Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you for my own self-gain. I don't sleep, so I make sure you don't either. I will make it virtually impossible for your family to easily attend a temple, a birthday party, a public park, without a struggle, without embarrassment, without pain. You have...
So again, now it's your child's fault that you're going to be bankrupt. And every single one of your days are going to be embarrassing. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, it's some of the, like, all this is a massive fear-mongering smear campaign of an ad in an attempt to scare parents who have autistic children. Like, it's just so baffling why they thought this was okay. And here's the thing too, right, is Autism Speaks doesn't have anyone who's actually autistic on their board. So if you were to show this to someone who was autistic, I promise, Sammy, I'm not playing anymore. That was it. I'm done. We're not going to play any more of this commercial. Here's the thing, right? Like, I can't imagine, right, being in a position, because inevitably autistic people will see this video, right? And to think that this is supposedly from a charity that thinks about you, theoretically, like, what? No way. But that's a real thing. If you guys want to watch the full ad, which most of you don't, we were only a minute into it, it's almost 4 minutes long, you guys can. It's just I Am Autism commercial by Autism Speaks. Obviously it's not uploaded by them, because why? I'm sure they would want this to go away naturally. So that's that. But yeah, and William Shatner's over here going back to this shit. Like, no, they don't do this. Like, oh, wow. They're, it's worse than being missing or dead and all this shit. Well, they literally just said, I'll ruin your parents' fucking lives. Like, yeah, they're kind of on that train. Here's this. This is one of the sources that I used in the electroshock video when Autism Speaks supported that. So at the Judge Rotenberg Center, students who misbehave receive electric shocks powerful enough to sear their skin. What's even more unbelievable is how the mom and dads of their kids there feel about the Canton school. It's awkward. That's not even the right wording. It's fucked up that this is okay. Can we get some positive vibes going? Sia's still a piece of shit, and so is William Shatner. Is that good? Here's this. Okay. An Unholy Alliance, Autism Speaks, and the Judge Rotenberg Center. Here you go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Walk Now for Autism Speaks. Right, this is one of their flyers. And I believe one of these is the center. Am I wrong? I thought one of these was the center. Okay, here's a scanned image of their card. You can click for a larger image from the DC Walks Resource Fair, including the center number 15. Oh, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's like really smudgy. Okay, so booth 15, listed as a service provider. Boom. Judge Rotenberg Educational Center. Right there. Autism Speaks. There's their blue stupid fucking puzzle piece. And this is their pamphlet. This is what they were about. There you guys go. Now, I can speak on it with other articles that reference this, but I think a flyer is a gross and very clear caption. Yeah, graphic design is my passion, clearly, whoever made this one, yeah. But yeah, just to make it clear, if they're trying to edge away from it. So when we have fucking Shatner here, trying to put this shit down about their exploitative practices, and they're like, it's not my problem. What's this? Just tell me what that is. Can't read any of it. Let me try and zoom in. And again, it's not much better because the image is kind of shit now. Okay. I hope this is at least semi-clear enough that you guys can see this. Booth 15 for service provider, Judge Rotenberg Educational Center. Right there. And this is on Autism Speaks' flyer. I'm hoping that's like zoomed in enough for you guys. Because like I said, when myself and Allie, if she's still in here, when we're writing these scripts and we're putting together research and putting these videos together and listening to you guys and looking at suggestions and all of that, we look for these kinds of things. These are like the smoking gun of all of this because it's an undeniable moment where you're just like, what the actual fuck? Why is the title Autism Speaks instead of Speaks? Okay. No, it is not an automatic flagging thing. Autism Speaks with an S, with the $ being the S, is because Autism Speaks is only about profiting off of autistic people. They're not actually about helping those who have or who are autistic. Sorry about that. I had to correct myself. I said that wrong. For those who are autistic, it's not about helping them. It's about lining their pockets, and about just literally like irresponsibly wasting money on research to cure autism instead of like for those that are autistic, instead of like finding ways to make, I don't know, life more accessible if there are instances where it is not. So instead of doing that, it's instead just like, we're just going to throw money at the wall to try and cure something that is literally genetic. Like, what? What? So yeah, so this is that. Let me zoom that back out a bit. Sorry, the reading's going to be shit again. So DC Now for Autism Speaks. This was Saturday, November 2nd, 2013. They even dated it for us. That's very nice. But there you go. Judge Rotenberg Educational Center right there. There you guys go. So that's that. And the history of the Judge Rotenberg Center, JRC, was founded in 1971. Dr. Israel, Matthew Israel, is the dude that essentially tortured people there. That's probably the best way to say it. I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's pretty fucked up. I have a whole video on it if you want to stomach that. If not, I understand. It's a hard video to process. Yeah. It's just a hard thing to process. So yeah, so it's interesting to me when like, you know, Sia and Shatner and stuff, and they're just like, oh yeah, we did our research. So let's see what else did Shatner say. Okay, so this person says trans witch, Guys, William Shatner blocked me after sending his fans to bully me, a trans autistic man, on Trans Day of Remembrance because I'm upset that he works with a group that hates my existence. Well... Oh, and let's see, let's look at her tweets. Trans man. Interesting. Interesting that she would say that. Oh, there we go. She, Mr. Shatner, he says he is a man. Right? Guys, William Shatner, to bully a trans... And this is on his page. He recognizes that. And then just look at her. Other... God, like just... Oh, God. Oh, my God. I can't, like... I just... How are you this dumb and still living? Like... I mean that in the nicest way, I think, but like, how are you actually this dumb? Yeah, so he literally takes the screenshot. I am a trans autistic man. And goes, her other tweets, she and you have been playing games for a while now. This is all in her head. Like, damn, son, you didn't even, like, you good with that. I fucking hate the internet. This just makes me hate people, honestly. Let me go down, scroll past this shit again. Sorry, here we are. Can you imagine being this fucking gross? And this was November 20th, which is what, yesterday. So this is like maybe 24 hours old. This just, you ever just like feel gross? Like, I just feel gross. Like, this is not okay. Like, this is fucking gross. So, like this tweet right here just says so much about how much William Shatner does not give a fuck about anybody anymore. William Shitner. William Shitshoner. Is that a word? I don't know. William Shitner. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are on this.
Your feet